Dear students, আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'ত আমি আলোচনা কৰিম নৱম শ্ৰেণীৰ এটি কবিতা এ লেজেণ্ড অফ দ্য নৰ্থলেণ্ড। এই কবিতাটিৰ পৰা যিবোৰ ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট কুৱেশ্যনছ হ'ব পাৰে, টেক্সুৱেল আৰু এডিশ্যনেল যিমানবোৰ প্ৰশ্ন আছে সেই সকলোবিলাকৰ এনচাৰ ইয়াত কৰি দিয়া হৈ আছে। তোমালোক সকলোৱে ভালকৈ ভিডিঅ'টি চাই লিখি ল'বা আৰু ইচ্ছা কৰিলে PDF-টো ডাউনলোড কৰি ল'ব পাৰিবা। ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যনত ইয়াৰ লিংক দিয়া থাকিব। যদি চেনেলটোলৈ নতুন আহিছা বা তোমালোক কোনোবাই যদি চেনেলটো এতিয়ালৈকে ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰা নাই, ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিয়া। আমি এতিয়া ভিডিঅ'ৰ ফালে আগবাঢ়ি যাম, বাকী চেপ্টাৰবিলাকো পাই থাকিবা ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিলে। এতিয়া বোলা ভিডিঅ'টি ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰোঁ। প্ৰথম কুৱেশ্যনটো দিয়া হৈছে, হুইচ কাণ্ট্ৰি অৰ কাণ্ট্ৰিজ ডু ইউ থিংক দ্য নৰ্থলেণ্ড ৰেফাৰ্ছ টু? Answer: The Northland refers to the region around the North Pole which is extremely cold. It could be any country like Russia, Canada, Greenland, Norway, etc. Question number 2. What did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? What was the lady's reaction? Answer: Saint Peter asked the lady to give him a cake as he was hungry. The lady did not give him a cake out of the ones that she had baked. Instead, she baked a smaller one for him. Question number 3. How did he punish her? Answer: He punished the selfish lady by turning her into a woodpecker bird that had to bore into the dry wood all day to get some food and shelter. Question number 4. How does the woodpecker get her food? Answer: The woodpecker gets food by boring holes in the wood. Question number 5. Do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was? What would she have done then? Answer: If the lady knew who Saint Peter was, then she would not have been ungenerous. On the other hand, she would have served him well for the fulfillment of her greedy desires. Question number 6. Is this a true story? Which part of this poem do you feel is the most important? Answer: It is not a true story. The point of the story where the woman is turned into a woodpecker bird is the most important. This is so because the punishment teaches everyone the lesson to be generous. Question number 7. What is a legend? Why is this poem called a legend? Answer: A legend is a popular story from the past which is believed to be true but cannot be verified. It contains a moral which is narrated to the children to teach them moral values. Question number 8. Write the story of a legend of Northland in about 10 sentences. Answer: One day, Saint Peter was preaching around the world and reached the door of a cottage where this woman lived. She was making cakes and baking them on a hearth. Saint Peter was fainted with hunger. He asked the lady to give him a piece of cake. The cake that she was baking then appeared to be too big, so she did not give him that, and instead she baked another smaller one. That also appeared to be big, so she did not give him that also. The second time she baked yet another smaller cake but found it too big to give away. In the third attempt, she took an extremely little scrap of dough and rolled it flat. She had it as thin as a wafer but was unable to part with that also. This angered Saint Peter a lot. He said that she was not fit to live in human form and enjoy food and warmth. He cursed her and transformed her into a woodpecker bird who had to bore in hard, dry wood to get its scanty food. She can be seen in the trees all day, boring for food. এইখিনি আছিল টেক্সুৱেল কুৱেশ্যন এনচাৰ। তাৰপিছত তোমালোকক পেৰাগ্ৰাফ উঠাই দি ইয়াত কিছুমান প্ৰশ্ন সোধা হৈছে এইবিলাকৰ কুৱেশ্যন শিকিবা শ্বৰ্ট কুৱেশ্যনবিলাক এটা পেৰাগ্ৰাফত ষ্টেঞ্জাত দিয়া হৈছে কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 1 why is the word away repeated twice answer to convey a sense of separation the word away has been used several times question number 2 which place is discussed in this stanza answer Northland or the cold polar region of the north including Greenland, northern Europe and Siberia are being discussed here. Question number 3 what does the phrase hours of the day are few mean? Answer the days are shorter than the nights. Question number 4 why are people unable to get a good night's sleep? Answer the winter nights are long and cold. বি নম্বৰত আৰু এটা ষ্টেঞ্জাৰ পৰা দুটা শাৰী উঠাই দিয়া হৈছে তাৰ পৰা প্ৰশ্ন কৰা হৈছে চোৱা হোৱাট ডাজ হোয়াৰ ৰেফাৰ টু হোয়াৰ ৰেফাৰ্ছ টু নৰ্থলেণ্ড কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 2 হোয়াৰ আৰ দ্য ৰেণ্ডাৰ হাৰ্নেছড হোৱাট ডাজ ছুইফ্ট ৰেণ্ডাৰ কনভে এনচাৰ দ্য স্লেজেছ আৰ ইকুইপড উইথ ৰেণ্ডাৰ harnesses when pulling sledges across the snow reindeer are swift as implied by the phrase swift reindeer. Question number 3 why do children look like bear cubs? Answer children are forced to wear bulky woolen clothes that completely covers them and makes them look like bear cubs due to the cold. Question number 4 mention two characteristics of the place. Answer the place is very cold the days are shorter than the nights people can't sleep through the night. সি নম্বৰত আকৌ এটা ষ্টেঞ্জাৰ পৰা দুই তিনিটা শাৰী উঠাই দিয়া হৈছে চোৱা তাৰ ওপৰত প্ৰশ্ন কৰা হ'ব কুৱেশ্যন নম্বৰ 1 হোৱাট ইজ দ্য কিউৰিয়াছ ষ্টৰি ডেট দ্য পিপুল টেল এনচাৰ লেজেণ্ড হেজ ইট ডেট চেণ্ট পিটাৰ কাষ্ট এন এল্ডাৰলি ওমেন ফৰ বিং গ্ৰিডি আফটাৰ শ্বি অফেণ্ডেড হিম নম্বৰ 2 হু ডাজ নট বিলিভ ইন দ্য ষ্টৰি এনচাৰ দ্য পয়েট ৰিজেক্টছ দ্য veracity of the narrative. Number 3 why does the poet narrate this tale? Answer the narrative is told by the poet because it contains a moral. Number 4 what lesson does it give? Answer the story imparts to us the moral that greed is an evil one should not be avaricious like the elderly woman who received St. Peter's curse. ষ্টেঞ্জা 4 ইয়াতো এটা দিয়া হৈছে চোৱা ইয়াৰ পৰা কেইটামান কুৱেশ্যন হ'ব নম্বৰ 1 হোৱাই ডিড শ্বি বেক এ স্মল কেক এনচাৰ দ্য ওমেন বেকড এ স্মল কেক ফৰ গিভিং টু দ্য চেইণ্ট নম্বৰ 2 এজ শ্বি ৱাচড ইট বিং বেকড হোৱাট ডিড শ্বি থিংক অফ ইট আনচাৰ শ্বি থট ডেট দ্য কেক ৱাজ টু বিগ টু বি গিভেন এৱে টু চেৰিটি নম্বৰ 3 what does this say about her character? Answer she is selfish and misery. Number 4 what does this say about her character? Number 4 how was she punished for her greed? Answer Saint Peter turned her into a woodpecker. তাৰপিছত ই দিয়া হৈছে ইয়াত আৰু 4-5টা শাৰী উঠাই দিয়া হৈছে ইয়াৰ ওপৰত প্ৰশ্ন কৰা হ'ব তোমালোকে ভালকৈ চাই লোৱা Number 1 who is the speaker in these lines? Answer the woman is the speaker in these lines. Number 2 when do the cakes seem too small? Answer the cakes seem too small for eating them herself. Number 3 what kind of cakes did the woman make? Answer the woman made cakes that were smaller and smaller till the last one was as thin as a wafer. Number 4 what was done with the woman's cakes? Why? The woman believed that the cakes were too large to be donated to charity, so she put them away. The additional question কিছুমান আছে ইয়াৰ পৰা তোমালোকে চাবা পৰীক্ষাত আহিব Number 1 what is a legend? Why is this poem called a legend? Answer a legend is a very old possibly untrue narrative from long ago that people tell about a well-known occasion or somebody. A legend frequently imparts a lesson. The poem tells a historical tale about Northland, so it is referred to as a legend. The poet herself states, "I don't believe it is true. This is the tale of an elderly, avaricious woman who, as a result of her avarice, enraged St. Peter and was transformed into a woodpecker." Number 2. Where does this legend belong to and what kind of country is it? Answer. The legend takes place in the Northland, which could refer to any of the extremely cold nations in the Earth's North Polar region, including Greenland, Russia's northern Siberia, or the Scandinavian nations of Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Iceland, and the Finland. It is a place where the days are brief and the nights are long. Number 3. Why does the poet say that the hours of the day are few? Answer. The author claims in the poem that Northland is where the narrative is narrated. The Northland is a frigid area close to the North Pole that is blanketed in snow. Here, the nights are longer and the days are shorter. There are consequently not many hours in a day. Number 4. Why are the people unable to sleep through the night? Answer. The folks find it difficult to sleep because the evenings are so lengthy and chilly. Number 5. What are the children look like bear's cub? And the children look like bear's cub. What have the children been compared to? Why? Answer. The children dress in amusing fuzzy outfits to keep warm because Northland is a frigid environment. They appear to be bear cubs in these clothes. Question number 6. What does the poet tell us about the story she is about to narrate? Why does she want to tell the tale? Answer. The poet claims that she will share a peculiar tale from the inhabitants of Northlands. Although she acknowledges that the story may not be true, she still feels compelled to share it because it contains a valuable lesson about generosity and philanthropy. She wants the poem's audience to take something away from it. Number 7. Who came to the woman's house and what did he ask for? Answer. St. Peter arrived at the woman's door while traveling the globe and preaching. He was hungry and exhausted from his day of travel. The woman was baking cakes when St. Peter approached her and requested one of her many supplies. Number 8. Why was St. Peter tired and hungry? Answer. St. Peter served as a disciple of Jesus. He toured the nation, spreading the gospel of Jesus. On occasion, he ran out of food and water while traveling. In addition, he had to observe fasts. He often felt hungry and worn out as a result. Number 9. What did St. Peter ask the woman for? What was the woman's reaction? এইটো কুৱেশ্যনৰ এনচাৰ ওপৰত দিয়া হৈছে। তাৰপিছত চোৱা, ইয়াত আৰু বহুকেইটা কুৱেশ্যন দিয়া হৈছে, তোমালোকে চাই ল'বা। কেইটামান লং কুৱেশ্যনো দিয়া হৈছে, এইখিনি তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে খুব ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হ'ব। বাছি বাছি তোমালোকে লিখি ল'বা। ইয়াত প্ৰশ্নবিলাক দিয়া হৈছে, চোৱা। Why did St. Peter curse the woman? What did he turn her into? তাৰপিছত 14 দিছে, for she was changed to a bird. Who was she and why was she changed to a bird? এইটো 15 নম্বৰটো চোৱা। এই সকলোবিলাক কুৱেশ্যন তোমালোকে চাব লাগিব। তাৰপিছত ইয়াত কিছুমান এছে টাইপ কুৱেশ্যন দিয়া হৈছে, লং এনচাৰ। এইবিলাক যদিও সচৰাচৰ সেবাৰ আণ্ডাৰত মানে নিউলি এছেবৰ আণ্ডাৰত যদিও নাহে, তথাপিও তোমালোকে চাব পাৰা। এইবিলাকৰ দৰকাৰ আছে। CBSE যিসকল ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী আছে, তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে বহুত বেছি দৰকাৰী। এইখিনিৰ পৰা তোমালোকৰ প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰ আহিব, তোমালোকে ভালকৈ চাই লিখি ল'ব লাগিব। 3 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো চোৱা। এই 3 নম্বৰতো কাহিনীটোৰ ওপৰত ভিত্তি কৰি মেছেজ দিয়া হৈছে। 4 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যন। এইবিলাক প্ৰশ্ন তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে অতি দৰকাৰী, তোমালোকে লিখি ল'ব লাগিব। আজিৰ ভিডিঅ'ত ইমানখিনি দিয়া হৈছে তোমালোক সকলোৱে ভালকৈ লিখা পঢ়া কৰিবা লিখি লৈ শিকিবা ভালে থাকা নেক্সট ভিডিঅ'ত আকৌ লগ পাম ধন্যবাদ